A friendly voice calls, says he can get you out of your timeshare contract for good, and already knows your resort by name. Here's the problem. He'll ask for an upfront fee, fully refundable, if it doesn't work out, and it almost never works out. Some victims end up paying tens of thousands chasing an exit that never comes. Here's the fix. Before paying anyone anything, call your timeshare company directly using the number on your original paperwork, not the number the caller gives you, and ask if this company is affiliated with them. That one call ends it. Let me show you exactly how this trap is built. If you appreciate this type of content, gently tap that like button. Let's get into it. Here's how the trap unfolds. Someone contacts you out of nowhere, a call, an email, sometimes a glossy letter that looks like it came from a law office. They already know details about your timeshare. That's not magic. Timeshare ownership records are often public, and lists of owners get bought and sold between marketing companies. So the call feels personal, even though it isn't. The pitch is simple. They tell you they specialize in timeshare exits. They say your resort is being investigated, or that new laws make it easy to cancel your contract, or that a buyer is already lined up. Then comes the ask, an upfront fee, sometimes a few $1,000s, sometimes more, and they promise it's fully refundable if the exit doesn't go through. It rarely goes through. The Federal Trade Commission has taken legal action against multiple timeshare exit companies for collecting large upfront fees and then doing little or nothing to actually cancel the contracts they promise to cancel. Quick break. If you want more of these breakdowns, hit subscribe. Every Sunday and Wednesday, I break down a real scam in plain English so you can stay protected. Back to it. So why does this work on smart, careful people? It isn't foolishness, it's psychology. The tactic here is something researchers call the sunk cost effect. Once you've already spent money trying to solve a problem, it becomes very hard to stop, even when the new information suggests you should. So when the first fee doesn't produce results, they don't apologize, they ask for another one. A closing cost, a legal filing fee, a tax fee. Each one feels smaller than the amount you've already spent, so it seems easier to justify than walking away and admitting the first payment was wasted. That instinct isn't weakness. It's built into how everyone's brain protects past decisions. There's a second layer working alongside it too, urgency. A deadline, a limited time buyer, a legal window that's about to close. Research on decision making under time pressure consistently shows that people skip verification steps when they feel rushed, even people who would normally double check everything. That's the whole design, not to convince you, to rush you past the moment when you normally pause. Now the red flags. Once you know them, they're easy to spot. First, any company that asks for a large fee before doing any work. Legitimate exit assistance, when it exists at all, rarely requires a big payment up front with no service delivered first. Second, a caller who already claims to have a buyer lined up for your specific timeshare. Real buyers for timeshares are extremely rare. If someone says they already have one waiting, treat that as a script, not a fact. Third, pressure to decide today. A real legal process does not evaporate overnight. If someone tells you the offer disappears by tomorrow, that urgency is a tactic, not the truth. So what do you do if you get one of these calls or that letter in the mail? Here is the one step that matters most. Before paying anyone anything, contact your timeshare company directly using the phone number printed on your original ownership paperwork, not a number the caller gave you, and ask them directly whether this company is affiliated with them in any way. That single call cuts through almost every version of the scam because it takes the story out of the scammer's hands and puts it back in the hands of the one place that actually knows the truth about your contract. The phone rings again next Tuesday. Maybe it's the same voice, maybe it's a different one with the same script. But this time you already know what it is. Not a rescue, just a performance, and you know exactly what to do next. If you want to see how this same upfront fee for a fake promise trick shows up in job offers instead of timeshares, I made a video on exactly that. You can check it out by clicking right here.